Hello everybody, this is DJ Will, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. So, I've been doing something unique this playthrough, I've decided. Considering how useless Hagel/Slack's Chocolate Emporium was, and my own, lack of certainty in my ability to always make the right call, I'm going to be doing something different. So, in honor of Miss Caterline the Meow, our first client who got off, I'm going to create a rule that's called the 9 lives rule, so to speak. So, up to 9 times in the entire playthrough, if I make a decision that I suddenly become unsure about, I can undo it. However, at any time after that, if I use up all 9, I'm stuck. I cannot go back and change my decisions no matter how much I want to. So, the decision to go back with the Baron was 1. I previously had some footage where I made a different decision for the last episode that got slightly corrupted, and I made a minor change, so that's 2. And I went back, and instead of Hagel/Slack, I did something unique. Oh, wasn't this interesting? It appears that suddenly, the completely free R&M associates suddenly cost an entire day's worth of time. Isn't that convenient? When every option takes a day. Almost as if an option that I previously would be led to assume was safe was actually a giant trap to waste my time. Intriguing. Well, let's get on with it. To R&M Associates! To the truth of this case! Oh, hello again. Hi, Mousy. Mousy, we have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter. Whatever that means. Oh, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Juan tells you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them. Oh, this looks like actually useful information. Well then, these 2 slips of paper are more than we got from the entire day, worth of gibberish at Hagel/Slack's. These used train tickets. Interesting. It looks like 2 people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy? Prince Juan said that they would help with the trial. See the names! Gautier Scene. Nicole Scene. I'd say that's pretty conclusive evidence in my book. I think this case has suddenly gotten very straightforward very fast. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are. Falcon. Put 2 and 2 together, man. Come on, Falcon. I know you're smarter than this. Neither do I, really. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets. Mousy, you're terrible at this. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people, and then to make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did. Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case. Ticket stubs have been added to our evidence folder. Let's go, Sparson! I'm done playing courier. And with that, the case begins to come clear. Good call. So, yeah, that's 3. And I think with that, I have 6 left. So, let's hope that that's enough, And let's jump right into it. To the Palladium of Justice! Once again, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves waiting outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you feeling nervous, Falcon? I think it's always going to be fun. Every time Falcon says yes and then just pulls it off anyway. Of course I'm nervous! What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderer? Nothing! Easy there, Falcon. We can do this! Senor Falcon, I trust everything is in order. Absolutely. I have every intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial. Ah, such confidence. That's magnificent to see. And bring the truth to light, you say? An admirable goal. No more jousting at imaginary giants. Indeed, Prince Juan, indeed. All of you cease your yammering. The door is open. Here we go. Buena suerte, Senor Falcon. We will. Are you ready? We're ready. Alright, we're ready. Ah, I love it. I love how Falcon will suddenly snap in, like, right when the show's about to start, and just get all that confidence. It's motivating. I'm pumped for this case. Let's get into it. JJ. Severin. Me and Falcon. Sometimes your brain. Severin. Nervous. Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I must come with a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole courtroom is nervous. Smooth, Falcon. Smooth. Jeez. Whoa, cool your feathers, Falcon. Terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. This entire hairstyle of yours is an embarrassment. All of it. Severin. But if this is how you act before the trial's even started, why, you pompous tail! Posture perfect! Order! Order! Let's all settle down. Court is now in session. Ah! This is a different judge, which makes perfect sense, honestly. That's how, like, the same judge with different coats of paint. Like brothers and ancestors and nonsense. Not that I'm poking fun at Ace Attorney, but I'm poking fun at Ace Attorney. Ah, Judge Romulus. Wolf. Heh heh. Heh. Psst, Falcon. What is it? Isn't me that the primary judge look hairier today? That's a different judge than the one who resided over Dame Cataline's trial, you doofus. Oh, still, it's a little strange, isn't it? Not really. Like, I've read enough John Grisham, watch out for that video, by the way, to know that that's not unordinary to have a different judge. But at the same time, I kind of want to see what this... Not really. There are dozens of judges in Paris alone. It only makes sense that we see different ones in different cases. Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be residing over this case. Where is he? Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of steps. Severin! It's the only logical explanation! Severin did this! He knew that we could buy off, no, he could not buy off. He knew we could convince Judge Maxime. But rest assured, as assessors, prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury, that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Querido, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king himself. No. I was gonna say, couldn't you argue that Major Howell was manslaughter? But anyway. Roll call! The defense is present and ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good. Very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes. Wait a minute. 90% of trials are like the bureaucracy and the technicalities, because those matter in trials. This trial's a sham. It's a trap. This isn't fair. This is unconstitutional. Like, 5 minutes. He's just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together. So we're all on the same page? Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand. Very well. I call the police officer to investigate the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Valerti. Step to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I'm a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter. You know, that speech is getting a little tired. As is your hatred of the poorer people of Paris. That's what do, Inspector. We've all heard your monologue before. You know, Severin, I still don't like you, but I might be able to come around. Whoa! Cocorico is really going for a speed record, isn't he? Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course! Let's see what he's got for us. At 10 o'clock in the morning... 10 o'clock! Oh, jeez. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Lord's Grand Gallery by one of the King's Royal Guards. Did he just say that was in universe noted? There, I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of Mayor Howe with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizen, the king himself, all tested seeing Major Howe taking a rose from Prince Juan's hand, and then promptly dropping dead. And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse? The coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howe died of poisoning. Aside from a prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howe's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death. Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Oh, jeez. He's already more competent than Rabington. Like, he's not making any, like, absolute statements, even if he's obviously seeming competent. Like, he's not stuttering, he's not, like, he's shown nothing but control over this case, which I'll shatter to pieces. But anyway, yeah, he's not saying that's proof, like that's the smoking gun, like it's over and done. He's just saying, oh geez, that looks really bad for the defense. I'm irked, but I like it. Jeez, I was hoping that the coroner's report would determine the guy died from a freak heart attack or something. No such luck, Falcon. No such luck. That would make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we are so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old blood's testimony. Right! I'll tear it apart! Ah, yes, Falcon, let's do this! Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness. Falcon, wasn't it? Falcon, wasn't it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand. This is some biased garbage. This is some biased garbage. This is why he got rid of our good old, like, this is some nonsense. He's rigging the case. I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying. I just want to make sure every base is properly covered. Ugh, this sounds like pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it for now. You know, people like you are the scourge of Paris. You know, more than Rabington, more than Robinio, more than Severin, you are one of the biggest issues in all of Paris, Judge Romulus. Go on, Falcon. Do your cross-examination. Select the statement in question. Inspector, you said the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison. Correct. He stated that the signs and symptoms were textbook. There is no possibility that his death was natural. Did the coroner mention specifically what kind of poison it was? He was not certain. At first, the coroner posited that it was a plant-borne poison, like that of the aconite flower. But when he learned how fast the poison had taken effect, he noted that was atypical of aconite. Consequently, he suggested that it may have been some newly engineered concoction. A newly engineered poison, you say? Well, that only reaffirms that this was a very deliberate assassination attempt. Our cross-examination is not what we hold in prosecution! Indeed. How exactly was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism? His finger was pricked by poisoned rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this. Is there any possibility he was poisoned by something else? What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning? That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause. Unbelievable. Only a total buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as telling as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basics of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of poison on thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was in fact the poison delivery mechanism. But he didn't, did he? Actually, I can't tell him that. Boom! That case! Your case is a sham! You are a sham, Severin! There was no poison on the rose! I knew it! Ah, now how you feeling, you smug villain? I dread to ask. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. But why not? We didn't check the rose for traces of poison. Ah, you master inspector, indeed. Thank you for saving our case. It just seems obvious that the rose caused the poisoning, given the timing of the incident. Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. Here's a marvelous thought. We pricked the finger of the defendant with the rose. If there is no poison on the rose, then Prince Juan lives and he's free to go. If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies. But that's okay, because the punishment will be just and fitting of the crop. That is a very efficient way of handling things, Severin. It's still insane, though. A marvelous suggestion. Judge Romulus, you lunatic. What is this, a witch trial? This is America, Severin! This is not how we do things here! Wow. Shots fired, Falcon. Shots fired. Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke. There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence. Have you met him, Severin? Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all. Explain why, Valenti. Explain why, please. Why is that? Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force. We burnt it to ashes. And with that, you can't claim for certain that the flower killed him by poison. It's all a bunch of guesswork and hogwash. Such unprofessionalism. You know, given how relatively professionally Severin has been behaving, I can't even be mad at him here. Like, had the police done their due diligence, his trial case would be a lot easier one way or another. But because of their grotesque incompetence, his case is just all, like, it's all washed up. It's just, jeez. If we have no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question. Nice try, JJ, but during the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. Okay, now you got a little arrogance to you, like you're showing too much Rabbington here. Not absolute certainty. In other words, there's nothing else at the crime scene that could have caused the poisoning. Wrong! There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison. Something the investigative police blindly overlooked. Look at this! What am I supposed to be looking at? It's a paper wrapper to a piece of chocolate. It was found in a lure, the side du Tibre to be precise, and we can date its consumption to the day of the incident. You're not suggesting that Major Hal ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am. Intriguing, pretty convincing. You gained a little bit of favor with the jury. It doesn't even matter who bought the chocolate. It doesn't even matter if that elephant can give us any decent information. All we need is that doubt. Thanks for nothing, Lander Hagelslack. Did you see the strap at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector? The police force does not have the time nor resources to trawl every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid. That is a lazy excuse. We are two basic lawyers, heavily underpaid and overworked. And all we did, we found this with a little bit looking for during one day. Though I must admit with great reluctance that I have to give a lot of this credit straight to Sparrowson. Good on you, Sparrowson. We would have botched this without you. In other words, you overlooked it. Astounding unprofessionalism. See, Severin, I'm frustrated. Like he really does feel like an Edgeworth, honestly. Like, his issue is less his own lack of competence, and more that he is competent if even if he plays very foul. But everybody else that he relies on, especially for his information, is so utterly incompetent that nothing he does matters. The prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector! I offer my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your job properly. His job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. As you wish. I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs. Inspector Valenti, I truly do bid you farewell, and I hope you stay in great health. You are one of the most useful things that we have in every single trial. Adieu, Inspector. So let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene? Correct. And you have reason to believe it was consumed on the day of the incident? I do. I have an expert food tasting witness who's willing to testify if need be. You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Falcon? Sparrowson, shut up, please. Oh, I see. But even if it's certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate, Well, that is a fact that we are still investigating. I see. And your evidence that this chocolate was in fact poisoned. Again, there's something I may require a little more time to definitively prove. So then, in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumes the poisoned chocolate. The same way you don't have evidence that the rose killed him. Instead, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plucked straight out of the gutter. That's weak, even for you, JJ. But your case has a giant hole in it. Your case has a literal giant cannon hole in it. Let's move things along. I have another witness I would like to summon. Fine. He's a man who claims to have an excellent view of the people going in and out of the lure at the time of the incident. Could it be Mr. Pork, perhaps? Just a guess. Oh. I call on Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath? Who's Mr. Hello? Hello? Geez, that beak. I see you're an expert fisherman. Hello? Oh, right. The oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please state your full name and occupation for the court record. My name is Toussaint Kingsley, and I'm a person who fishes. A person who fishes? So you are a fisherman! Oh, is that how it is? I thought the French system was better than this. I beg your pardon? Yeah, fight! Here comes Toussaint Kingsley, the Kingfisher. Clearly he must be a fisherman, because, didn't you hear, all kingfishers are fishermen. Well, you're carrying a fishing rod. Be quiet, never interrupt an enemy when they make a mistake. And, can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded as fisherman? Look! The prosecutor is carrying a riding crop. Clearly he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake. Fine, we can list your occupation as person who fishes and not fisherman. Yes, fine. Thank you. Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse. I don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? Fucking carries a cane. I've never noticed that before. This is veering quite far off the course. Can the prosecution please get back to his questions? Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingsley, is it true you were nearby the lure at the time of the incident? Yes, I was sitting upon a railing of the Pont des Arts. The Pont des Arts? That's the new bridge that's a stone's throw away from the lure south entrance, correct? That's right. And what were you doing at the time of the incident? I was fishing. Psh! Kingfishers! Am I right, Falcon? So you would have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who exited the palace when he wasn't focusing on his fishing. Can you tell us who you saw? Well, the lure's a busy place. Naturally, I saw lots of people. But at 9 AM, I saw the King Louis Philippe himself enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then around 9:30 AM, I saw this shifty-looking fox looking around the entrance. Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. Excellent. Good objection, Falcon. It's a vague and biased description. I love that. I love how legal this is. Like, yes, no, like, yeah, you can't just say shifty looking. You have to be you have to try and be, like, unbiased. You have to speak the truth, not your opinion, and purely your opinion. That's, like, this is a bunch of rubbish. Stop slandering our client. No, really, he looks super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully. Oh jeez, the smoking gun. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. And next I'll take out a rose and carefully rub the stem. Rub the stem of a rose, you say? As if you were applying something to the flower, perhaps. Well, monsieur, I really shouldn't speculate. Of course, it was wrong of me to ask such a leading question. At least you admit it. I was gonna note it. At least you quickly admitted how leading and biased the question that was. But yeah, it definitely looked like it was putting some sort of powder on the stem. Powder? Wow, even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it sounds like what we have here is a direct witnessing of the defendant raiding the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poison with his own eyes. I smell perjury. You would know, wouldn't you, Sparrowson? But yeah, I also smell perjury. You do? No question. He saw a shifty-looking criminal readying poison and cackling near the end of the crime? That's not believable at all. I think you might be right. I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Susan's story into doubt. Yeah, no, that story actually does sound like a bunch of balonesium. I don't know why, even for a moment, that might be realistic. I mean, I immediately realized he was lying when he said powder, because that made no sense. But, like, I don't know why I even momentarily, like, entertained the cackling. Like, come on, this is not a cartoon villain. Your Honor, I looked across examine the witness. Really? Really? This nonsense again? We are the defense! You shifty wolf. Like, we are the defense! You just heard the witness directly describe your client readying poison on a rose. Where is it a question? If the witness is full of baloney? I'm just trying to uncover the truth, Your Honor. Ugh! Fine, do your thing. Go on, Falcon. Go and make a fool out of yourself. Wow. I didn't know that the judge was such a whiner, baby. Cross-examination. It's like a statement of question. Monsieur Kingsley, you say you saw a fox rubbing the stem of a rose. Yup, saw it with my own eyes. How far away were we from the south entrance? 20 meters, perhaps. 30. I'm somewhat doubtful you can make a powder being applied to anything at that sort of distances. Monsieur, don't claim to have seen the powder itself. I said that it looked like he was applying powder to the flower stem. So, you make assumptive nonsense. It could have been a wax or a liquid or whatever, but the guy was definitely putting something on the flower. I see. Well, that's nice and vague. Indeed. Do you have another question about the poison rose? Are you certain that the fox was handling a rose and not some other type of flower? Pretty sure. The red petals stand out quite nicely on a gray January morning. So you are confident. You are absolutely sure that you placed on a bright red flower in the fox's hands. What are you getting at, JJ? Okay, so let's see. Nothing really. I'm just making sure Mr. Kingsley is confident about what he saw. I'm as confident as a Crucian cop. Never mind. I have no more questions about the poisoned rose. Okay, so now that he's confident about what he saw, let's see what we can do. Monsieur Kingsley, you clearly saw a shifty-looking fox. Yep, super mega shifty. All foxes are shifty. Oh, jeez. There must be at least 100 foxes in Paris. How is he know that the fox you saw was Prince Juan? Well, he was wearing a suave hat that hanged low over his eyes. I hear that's how they wear them in Spain. And I'm not much of a fashion expert, but the rest of his outfit looked quite out of place for the French winter. Is that a word going by? His fashion sense? Oh, I nearly forgot. I heard him call a passerby Senor. I thought that was peculiar. Well, that's him, alright. I have an idea. Nah, I'm just kidding. I guess I'm gonna have to go with another nevermind, which is irksome. Alright. So... wrong button. It's like, I have OBS in the background. Never mind, I have no question about the shifty, more questions about the shifty looking fox. Okay. Mr. Kingsley, you said you were sitting upon the railings of the odds the morning of the accident. Yep. Mr. Kingsley, you had a good view of the Lewis South entrance, didn't you? Yep, the Pont de Arts is a great vantage point for seeing the Grand Gallery South side. Where are the other entrances? The other entrances? You mean like if you're entering from Tuileries Garden to Place de Carousel? No, I couldn't possibly see those areas from the bridge. And yet we have proof that our fox friend was in the Tuileries Garden. But of course that isn't relevant. Monsieur Kingsley with his Prince Juan entering the south entrance with the flower in hand, and that's what counts. What if Prince Juan didn't enter from the south entrance? What if you pushed the lure from Tuileries Gardens to the west? That's a big what if. Do you have any evidence that Prince Juan entered the lure from Tuileries Gardens? As a matter of fact, yes I do! I have definitive proof that Prince Juan approached from the west, not the south. Hey! I know what I saw, monsieur! I'm doubtful too. Go on, JJ, show us the definitive proof that Prince Juan entered from the lure from Tuileries Gardens. Look at this. A book page? Page 44 of Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Quixote. I'm not pronouncing it Quixote. Page 44 of Don Quixote specifically. It was found just outside the lure's west entrance. This proves nothing. I'm not done yet. Take a look at this. Don Quixote. This is the book Prince Juan's been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he's had it on his person for quite some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. That was the first thing I checked. You do realize what this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in Tuileries Garden prior to entering the lure. This also means that in all likelihood, the defendant entered the lure from the west entrance, not the south. He could not possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the Pont de Arts. What? I know what I saw, monsieur. A fine theory, Falcon, but maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from Tuileries to the lure's south entrance by walking along the river. An extra 2 My apologies. An extra 2 kilometers of walking just to enjoy the free running scenery. Let's not say silly things, Cocorico. Okay, maybe the defendant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation. Now you're the one who's blindly speculating. It's not blind speculation. It's a viable hypothesis. Oh yes, when we do it, it's blind speculation. But when you do it, oh, I'm just hypothesizing based off the evidence. Severin, hypocrisy, thy name is. You are fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Oh, I love Occam's razor. I love Occam's razor. Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between two seemingly equal hypotheses, we must side with the one and pose the fewest assumptions. I love Occam's razor. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Prince Juan's book fell out on his way to the lure's south entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance it would be discovered, then he took the long way around. How dare you! There never be to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts! That's your issue? That is your issue here. And clearly you didn't know it, so we did you a favor, Mr. Severin. I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes. Oh! Monsieur Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering? The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction. No, everything I've said is the truth. I suspect the witness isn't even a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman. See, he admits it himself. Oh. Falcon, Falcon. That was foul play. That was foul play. But it worked. That's not what I meant! Innocent, perhaps, with a twist. Shyamalan. This hippo's name is now M. Night Waterhog. That's what I've got. You gained a little favor with the jury. Prosecutor. You have something that will put this arrogant falcon in his place, don't you? I must concede. Yeah! You concede? On this point, at least. Falcon's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Mr. Kingsley's testimony is fake. Oh, also, there's Angel right next to me in the background. Say hi to the audience, Angel! Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? You're such a... Angel, you're breathing into the microphone. Ah! No! I'm getting sick and tired of perjury in these cases. First Robinio, now you. Huh? But then again, it makes sense that such a big mouth can have so many lies in it. This doesn't mean that Prince Juan is innocent, of course. All Falcon has demonstrated is that this particular witness is unreliable. But I did see something, I really did! Alright, so maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. And now everything you said is worthless. Everything you said is worthless. Your word is a lie. Like, your credibility is torn to shreds. It's nothing you say matters anymore. But I did see a swan looking around the south entrance on the morning of the murder. A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say? Your Honor? Judge Romulus? We're out of time. We're 10 minutes overdue to start on the Harvey Tortoise trial. The Harvey Tortoise trial? Is that late already? Curses! I was hoping to have the case dropped up in a single trial session. This is gonna be a multi-part case! Nice. It is a shame, but ultimately an accurate sentencing is always preferable to a speedy sentencing. Yes, alright. I don't need to hear your moralizing. Maybe you do. Because clearly, you, my good sir, have zero morals at all. Court will resume this Friday, the 21st of January, at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. Prosecutor, do your job. Get this stupid fox a conviction already. Jerk. I will do my best to ensure that justice is served, Your Honor. A lucky moment in that trial, huh? Yeah, no doubt about that. But something's bothering me. Why did the fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingsley, lie on the witness stand? A good question. Maybe he wanted his minute in the spotlight. Some people say and do strange things to get attention. Oh, you think that was it? I assumed something more heinous was going on. Let's keep an open mind. Anything is possible at this stage. But to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. Everything bothers me about this trial. If I could, I'd time travel back and just press all these. For one, Romulus. Judge Romulus! He's acting with a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth. But why? Maybe he has a vendetta against Spanish royalty. I'm not so sure. There must be something else at work here. Shadiness. Shadiness, 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 shadiness. Shadiness. Excuse me, Monsieur Falcon. Rabington? You're back? Oh, and you have gifts. It's one of those dramatic letters. Like, one second. But yeah, no, it's one of those edgy, like, anonymous letters, like Falcon, cut out in letters. Sorry to bother you, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you. A letter from me, I wonder why I wasn't sent to my office. Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Oh, hush, hush, Harrison. I don't need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Ooh, good comeback. I have to admit, that was a bit better than I was expecting for everything. So what does the letter say, Falcon? It's a threat. A threat made with cut-out newspaper letters. Whoa! I didn't know things actually existed. Let me see. Falcon. Stop your investigation, or there will be consequences. That just hyped me up. Scary. I know that's actually kind of low-key terrifying, but I don't think that this game will actually. You know, where's JJ Falcon and like Sparrowson? We've got this. There's no question that this letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. He or she must be aware that you're getting too close to uncovering the truth. Sounds about right, but why would the person write or cut out newspaper letters like this? Isn't that obvious? Because they don't want, if they wrote it themselves, handwriting can be traced no matter how hard they try. Masking one's handwriting would be the most common reason. Although I can't help but wonder why they'd bother, since they don't have any handwriting symbols to compare it to. We're still going ahead with our investigation though, right? Oh yes, absolutely. If the lawyer were to tell every time they receive a threatening letter, they'd never get any work done. Besides, there's only 3 days for the next trial session. We can't afford to be worried about petty things like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, you're right. Let's make those days count. And with that, this was a packed first trial. Like, this was a packed first trial day. So, I think this is actually a perfect place to pause for today. And I think... So yeah, thank you for tuning into our Let's Play of Aviary Attorney, and let's see what the next 3 days have for us. So with that in mind, this is DJ Will signing off. Thank you. Have a nice day.